Hey everyone, Stay Jacobs here, and today I'm back with part 3 of Towards the Sirian Gate. This is Broken Wings, and it starts with some dialogue.
This is Bravo Delta Niner. I have visual on Stone. Sam, too hot to pick you up here. See you at the extraction point.
Roger that, Garrett.
And I would consider this level to be the first truly difficult one of this campaign. There's lots of clears, lots of ambushes, lots of nastiness, so we're gonna take it pretty slow, but I also want to keep it at a brisk pace. I don't want to take it extremely slow, because that would be kind of boring to watch. I'm going to start with shotgunning these fools. Yeah, there's also a Kamikaze. Yeah. Sometimes those two waves will overlap, the Kamikaze and the clear. And I'm not sure exactly where the triggers are, but if I had to guess, I think the clear trigger is somewhere around this area, and the Kamikaze trigger is somewhere around this area. Because I've noticed that sometimes if I overextend here, and then I go back this way, like I'll have both attack at the same time. Regardless, here's the first secret. Sometimes you can jump and just grab it straight through the floor. It kind of depends on if the box gets broken. Other times you have to use a ladder and climb up there to grab it. I'm not sure why the secret was moved, because originally the secret rockets were literally just on this bottom floor. I think it's a waste of time, but whatever. Let's just do some more killing, so these need to go. We also have the rocket troops, which are introduced at the beginning of this map. And they're actually not that dangerous. I think the snipers are probably the most dangerous beheaded variant because they don't have any indication for when they're attacking. Basically, when they attack you is when you know that you're being attacked by them. They don't have any laser sights or any pre-warning sounds. Oh yeah, and here you go with the physical bullet arachnoids I was alluding to. Yeah, there's a sniper. I know that there's going to be two of them, so I'm going to keep my eyes open. I don't like the term keep your eyes peeled, because it kind of makes me think that you have, like, bananas for eyes. I know, I'm fucking weird, but that's what I think of when people say keep your eyes peeled. Like, it makes me think, like, you have, like, fucking banana peels for eyes. And that just doesn't sit right with me. Where's the second sniper? Down he goes. I didn't even have to call him out or anything. He appeared on command. So for this portion of the fight, we're just going to be shotgunning the Kamikazes, and then, of course, we're going to take out those Biomech Minors because they are very dangerous. As you'll no doubt know from watching the first episode. Assuming you watched it, that is. If you're like one of those weird people that like skips into like the third episode for some reason and then goes back to watch, then now you know. Now you know they're dangerous. Alright, so there are a few secrets. The first one in this area is up here. It gives you a secret C4 charge, which is going to come in handy in a little bit. The next secret isn't as handy. Oh yeah, let me take care of this Gnar. I remember that he spawns here. Let's grab those. Yeah, second secret's right around here. It's a little pill in the corner. Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, the assault rifle is very, very useful. Probably even more so than in any other Serious Sam game other than just classic Tommy gun. So yeah, grab those 3 secrets, and you'll be good. Now we get this area. So there's gonna be like 2 enemies on the roof. Their hitboxes are kind of weird. Okay, then we're gonna go for these 2 completely useless secrets. First being the helmet, and second being this random armor shard, which spawns in a clear. Why these are secrets, I genuinely don't know. They serve, like, no functionality. Yeah, a lot of the fights in this map rely pretty heavily on using the assault rifle. There's some more C4 back there, which is very nice. I'm gonna grab these bullets really quick. You know what, I might as well grab these. And then we're gonna do the secret flanking maneuver. Only difference is, it's no longer a secret. It is still nice to do, though, so you can take out some enemies. Just be careful when you peek your head around the corner, because Nars will start spawning in, and so will some kamikazes. So what I like to do is I like to reflank. Yeah, check this out. So you can actually go back behind where the kamikazes were spawning from and take them out like so. It's really nice. It's like really the small things that make an experience good, and that's just good. What can I say? I like the fact that there's like player freedom, or I guess the better description would be player agency, and how you take them out. Oh yeah, let's not forget about this secret. I'm just gonna tag it, since I'm at full armor. And you're kind of wondering, right, like why was this secret removed? Well, it wasn't really removed, it was replaced. If you look at the EDF logo and kind of look up, you might notice that there's a board. And if you are feeling bored and you decide to shoot it, then you get some keys. And I'd highly recommend doing that after you clear this area, because when you approach the door, this happens. You get locked into an arena, which is really dangerous. And be very careful when you take out the last beheaded enemy, because that's when shit gets real. Which I think is you. You're the last. Yep, you're seeing that right. 2 scrapjacks. Alright, clear. Yeah, that is a surprisingly tricky fight. But thankfully you have some C4 if you go for the secrets to help deal with it. And of course, if you have some ammo left, you could also use some secret rockets and lasers to help soften it up as well. So there's a few secrets here. First, you could just run over to grab that. Second, let's go up here so that we can kill this guy. Yeah, this is where you officially pick up the rocket launcher in this mod, and for pretty good reason. But about those keys, if you go back up to this floor where that was, you can jump over this, and it unlocks this door, which is a nice little armory secret. Gives you some lasers, some rockets, some assault rifle bullets, big armor, a stick of C4, shells, and more bullets. It is very, very worth it to go for that secret. Right. Now, do be aware that once you jump down, there is no way to backtrack, and you should have 11 secrets, which we do, because the remaining 4 are going to be from here out. So here's the new Kamikaze variant. If you read the screen, then basically they are Super Kamikazes, and I believe they will kill you in one hit regardless of the difficulty. I'm not 100% sure about that. But I know for a fact that they do a lot more damage than regular kamikazes, which is already pretty astronomical. So yeah, you don't want to get hit by them. And basically their weakness is projectile weapons. Hitscan weapons will still work on them. It's just that they have like a resistance to hitscan weapons. So really you want to be using lasers, rockets, basically anything else to take them down. And of course, you can also set traps for them using some C4. So that's nice. Anyways, let's go over here. I'm not sure why this is a secret, but there are rockets, and they're tagged as a mini-secret. Even though you already got the rocket launcher officially, but I'm not complaining, it's more ammo. Here's some clears. So there's a few. Oh, there's some more, I should back up. Let them come to me. Okay, so it's just 4 clears. I thought for some reason there was like another wave of them. Oh, no, I'm thinking about right here. Yeah, there's this clear that's around the corner. Speaking of clears around corners, there's another one right around here somewhere. Where are you? Oh yeah, and the Super Shotgun now will actually one-shot Biomech Minors. I believe that their bullet resistance was slightly reduced, or either that or maybe the Super Shotgun's damage output was ever so slightly increased, but anyways, it'll now one-shot them and it feels immensely satisfying. Sadly, the regular shotgun will still take 3 shots to kill them, but whatever. I consider that a win. Oh yeah, there is a new secret, which is inside this place. And it's some lasers for a laser gun that you won't have unless you grabbed in the second map, which I think is kind of a weird design choice. If you're gonna be putting secret ammo for the secret weapons in subsequent levels, then at least make it so that there's like another opportunity to grab the weapon itself. That's my philosophy anyways. Not saying you have to do it, but I think that makes a little more sense than just giving players ammo for weapons that they don't have. Also, I remember that that was something that Nizer felt very strongly about when he was making his maps. He wanted to make sure that if there was ammo for a weapon that, you know, the player could find it really close by, and I think that's just good game design, really. But what I know, I'm not a game designer, I'm a player. A gamer, if you will. As stupid and retarded as that sounds. Speaking of stupid and retarded, here are these guys. Yeah, even though it's not hitscan, they hurt a lot. Also, I think the adult Arachnoids actually predict your movement when they shoot, so it makes them harder to engage at medium range. You have to... Oh yeah, there's also a secret ambush here. How could I forget? It's cool. Yeah, it's just like a little kamikaze hallway. It's not a secret, it's just kind of there. Yeah, we should have 13 secrets, I believe, because this is a secret, as you all know. The speedrun secret, you don't even have to take the ladder, you can just tag it. You have to shoot the switch, then go there to properly tag it. And the final secret actually got moved, I think? Well, it got removed and moved, if that makes sense. Like, it no longer is in the final arena, it's actually in this kind of mosque area where you enter. It's a mini-secret, it's kind of easy to miss, but I'll show you when we get closer. I mean, you'll see me pick it up anyway. Alright, bring it on. I also really like that the reptiloid projectiles now have this kind of glow around them to make them slightly easier to spot amidst all the chaos. Also, they have like a louder sound effect now for when they pass by you, so you actually know when one's homing in. I think that's a really good change, and the sound effect itself isn't super distracting either. So good job to whoever decided that was something worth doing, because it totally was. It makes reptiloids a lot less obnoxious. Oh, speaking of which, this is the first time you encounter them. Yeah, quite the omission I made there. I didn't even tell you, like, oh yeah, that's where you fight them. Yeah, so for this section, we're basically just going to be using the shotgun, and occasionally we'll toss some rockets and maybe assault rifle one of them that's in the distance, because you really don't want those biomechs there. They're dangerous. Yeah, I think I'll assault rifle the rest of them just because they're kind of far away. And as we all know, hitscan travels faster than projectiles. Yeah, get them out of here. I don't want to bother with them right now. Okay, and now I'm going to backtrack for some health and armor. Thankfully there's quite a nice selection to choose from. I'm gonna keep this stuff, and I'm actually gonna grab the stuff that's further back. Yeah, like these. Yeah, that should be good. And then I might pick a few things up here. You know what, let's just grab it. I'll leave the health and armor for later, just in case. I don't think I'm gonna need it though, I think we're actually doing pretty okay. Oh yeah, and there's also an ammo pack up here that we can kind of fall back on if we really need it. So that's good to know. So the final secret's right here, just little tiny armor pickup, that's all. Yeah, nothing special. Ooh, that's a lot of projectiles. A lot of the sideways variety. Get them out of here. I don't want to bother. Oh, I'm out of rockets. I was gonna switch back to that and keep going, but no. You know, we have plenty of bullets, just to use some of those. Yeah, and the enemy's hitboxes are big enough to where I don't even really need to worry about aiming or anything. I can just gun them down. You know what, yeah, let's just scrap that, just in case. And I'm actually gonna lead the Reptiloid around this corner. I'm not gonna bother fighting him on his terms, he's gonna fight on my terms. And I choose to Super Shotgun some clears, because that sounds fun. Alright, and down you go. Good shit. I really like this area. Lots of good combat. Alright, we have 20 rockets, or 19 rather, so that should be okay, for the most part. Unless we fuck up extremely bad, then... in that case I probably deserve to die, but... we're not gonna die. I have confidence. Unless I underestimate the enemies, which I'm doing right now. Yeah, I should really take care of these first and then go back to doing this. Also, where'd that clear come from? What the fuck? I'm telling you, these enemies are just one of the strangest things that have ever occurred to me in my life. I don't know what they're trying to do half the time. And that's kind of the charm behind them, I suppose. Yeah, and there's the beefed up beef.
Grade A alien beef.
Yep, the beefed up beef, who takes 4 rockets. What an absolute madman to survive that. Okay, we can backtrack to here, but sadly I think the door locks behind us, so we can't use the speedrunning secret to go back. We'll have to do the long way. Mainly I just wanted to enter with some more armor and health, which we now have. In the meantime, we get to listen to this banging soundtrack when I personally believe Damien was in his prime. I truly think BFE's soundtrack is still probably the most beautiful and most well-composed soundtrack in the entire series. Well, besides the classics, of course. I mean, the classic music is classic, but something about BFE's music is just so good. It has that kind of grungy guitar to it. Like, lots of electric guitars, drums. It just kind of has that kind of, like, 2010 sound to it, and I really love it. Kind of reminds me of, like, simpler times when things are better. I mean, the 2010s are kind of like when things really started to go to shit, I think, but in terms of, like, the music and the nostalgia surrounding it, like, that's, for me anyways, when things were starting to kind of click, and I was starting to kind of figure out what to do. It's weird because I grew up, like, during the early 2000s, but I never really got to experience it from, like, an adult's point of view, which I think is really sad. I wish to hell I could have actually experienced the early 2000s as everyone else did. Or not as everyone else, but, like, as an adult, you know? Young adult. I think it would have been really neat. Just kind of growing up in that era. Instead, I got to be part of the problem generation when things really started to just become shitty for the rest of the world. No, you don't. Oh shit, okay. Hold up a second, buddy. There. Alright, I think I'm gonna go for some armor. That's good. Damn, boy. These clears, I'm telling you, they are just on another level. Who is next? I kind of forgot. Oh, yeah, the werewolves. I forgot how many it spawns at. I think it's like 6. So let's see, that's 5. That's 6. There's a 7th one. 7, huh? Okay. Oh yeah, and then we get probably the scariest enemy in the map. Wait for it. Thankfully I have some C4 to use on him, so... I'm not sure if he dies instantly when you use a C4 charge on him, but... No, it doesn't, but it does do a lot of damage. Okay, that's good to know. Whoopee. Yeah, the world's scariest Biomech Major. So, what makes them so scary? As you could probably tell, their rockets travel a lot faster. A lot faster. And they still do the same amount of damage, so... That's really it, like... Simply because of the fact their rockets travel faster, they're now a lot more scary to fight, so... Yeah, cool. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I think I might take a break and record another day, or I might continue. I'll let you know at the start of the next video if I am continuing this in a row or not. Gonna drink some water though, so yeah, I'll see you in the next part. Peace.